What's up, cousin?
It was just a regular day.
Then you gotta bake it. You gotta put it in the oven.
Yo, are we in a relationship?
Peace around here. Have you ever done something that you don't know how to take back?
Are you pregnant with this baby?
Yeah, we about to be back in a couple minutes, y'all. With your boy Keeper West.
This is a story time. You know what I'm saying? What's up, guys? Cousins. Second cousins, third cousins. All my cousins, even the cousins I don't claim. You know. This your boy, Tripp. And this is Pillow Talk video. And this segment is something new that I wanted to bring to Triple Plug, and we're gonna call this Pillow Talk. You know, some of my most in-depth conversations, I don't know if you got a lover, a spouse, a wife, or a husband. Sometimes Pillow Talk can be real in-depth, intimate conversations with people that you care about, you know. And I was here thinking, and I said, yeah, we should have Pillow Talk. A Pillow Talk is really in-depth conversations that we could use to help us all, you know, just thought-provoking things that we could add to our life to, you know, make our lives a lot easier and better, you know. I'll spark up a conversation and we'll talk about it in the comments below. And anybody who needs this information that can help them, you can read the comments and you can get everybody's perspective and you can choose what you would like to do if you would like to add that to your life, you know. What I want to talk about in this Pillow Talk is image over investment. What do I mean by image over investment? Image over investment is pretty much what we see a lot of people doing today. You know, they care more about the way they look versus what's really going on with their finances and things like that. You know, and we see it all the time, you know. You see people dressed up in labels and Gucci and Fendi prints and Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga, all these different labels, but they don't have money in the bank saved up, or they not investing properly in the things that really matter. You know, it's all about the look. As long as I look like I got money, that's all that matters. Image over investment is, I see a lot of people making this mistake because we want to look a certain way now and we really ain't there yet. You know, you can't skip the process. You know, in order to get to this place, now if you got it, you got it. This ain't for you, but in order to get to this, sometimes you have to take steps. You know, you might not have the car that you want today, but you can have the car that you want in a couple years. You know, you might be renting in a small apartment today, but you're saving up and you're investing to get your house built from the ground or to purchase your new house. Image over investment. You know, it's okay to not look the part right now.
One of image over investment. The reason the minority community has the highest unemployment rate, has the lowest savings, own the lowest, is because we will buy a $300 belt. We will buy $400 sneakers. Even when we don't have $400 in the bank, we will not pay our rent to get a new coat. We will buy a Mercedes and have 3 jobs. Because the image of having money is more important than saving and actually having more money.
Facts. Facts. Image over investment. I see it all the time. People look like one thing, but it's totally different on the outside. And you see it a lot of times when people pass away too. You know, you think they have everything together, they have their life together, they got insurance and things like that, and then when they pass away, you can't even bury them.
Absolutely. And here's a rule I follow: if you put on your most expensive outfit from top to bottom, and jewelry and everything, and you don't have 3 times that amount in your account, you're doing something wrong. But we don't think that, because what we're trying to do is, so right now the new iPhone and new Samsung came out. Everybody ruined that. And why? Because the company is smart. What the company started doing 2 years ago? Don't buy the phone. We'll put it on a payment plan. And every 2 years, you can turn it in and get a new phone. So now we're leasing phones.
So you don't even own the phone that you paid $1,500, $2,000
That's
for.
right. Because you turned it in at the end of a year. Because
So that's not even an investment.
It's a lease.
It's a lease. So here's a key factor that you could use when it comes to image over investment. Don't spend 2 to 3 times what's in your account on things that's not essential. You know, things that's not really necessary to your life. You know, downsizing is another thing. You know, if you're paying too much for rent and you can't afford it, you have insurance, you have lights, you have gas, electricity, things like that, water. You know, sometimes you may have to downsize. Don't spend too much trying to keep up with the Joneses. Living in an expensive apartment and you can barely afford to eat. You know, it's okay to be at a certain place until you get where you need to be, and then you can move into the apartment you want. But you don't want to struggle living in a place that you can't afford.
Now here's the other trick. Remember when everybody was leasing cars?
Mm-hmm.
So I have this woman. She leased 3 cars in a row. So at the end of her 9 years of leasing, she leased 3. I'm sorry, 9 years. She did 2, 2, and 2. After 2 years, she said cars break down, which is a lie. After 8 years, she then was about to get another car. After 8, so in her account for savings, so every month she spent $400 for 8 years. I spent $400 for 4 years. So at the end of the next 4 years, I had $12,000 in the bank because my car was paid off. She had 0 because she had leased for another 4 years. Because they got you into a mentality that the newer and the better is okay. And it's okay if you have tons of money coming in. But if you're not making 3 times of what you're spending, and you're then you stop leasing. So you saw the Jeep last time I saw you, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Jeep is paid for.
Let's put it this way. Say you want to buy a new coat that's $400. You need to have $800 or $1,200 in the bank in order to purchase that coat. So that means you need to have 2 to 3 times more than that in the bank. Don't go buy a $400 coat when you only got $600 in the bank, because you didn't spent $400 and now you have $200 left to do whatever else you need to do. It's just making wise choices. You can still get the things that you want. You know, sometimes you have to put things on layaway, you know, or get something that's from last season. You know, it's still new. If you buy quality things, they don't go out of style like that. But you don't need to always have what's the it thing right now. You know, put something on layaway and make payments on it, you know, and when you get it, you'll still feel great about it, and you didn't have to struggle to get it. You know, a lot of us, we go out and we gotta look the best. We gotta, you know, but we live in an apartment with 4 or 5 other people. You know, because we can't afford to live by ourselves. But we can afford the hottest fashions, the latest fashions. What kind of sense does that make? Come on, guys. Like, image over investment is never a wise thing.
I don't have any payments on the Jeep, so insurance got dropped. The first thing, 2 payments away from my last payment, I got a call from the Jeep dealership. We want to put you in a new Jeep. I know you do. Because you don't have 2 payments left. You want another $30,000 from me. You're not getting it. There's nothing wrong with this Jeep. The only thing I've ever done to that Jeep in all the time is change the oil and change the tires and windshield wipers. So, but if I would have gotten into that mentality, then every month
you would have wanted a new car because you want to keep up with it. You got to get the latest version.
That's right. But let me tell you what that equates to. So let's just use the Jeep example. Let's say your payment is $400 a month, and you don't pay. I know somebody was paying $7 something for a BMW. He was leasing it. So at the end of the year, that's $4,800 every year that I get to put back in my account because I now own that Jeep, because I'm not living for the image of a new Jeep every year. I'm not buying those sneakers, not buying that belt buckle. So you spend all that money on a belt buckle and you have 3 roommates. Because the image of having money, the image is more important.
How many pair of shoes do you have? You know? Add up all them Fendi sneakers and the Gucci sneakers, the Balenciagas, you know, the Versace shoes and everything that you done bought. The Jordans, Air Force Ones, whatever your shoe of choice is, add that up. You know, you looking good, but you struggling. You living from check to check. You know, or you get the new iPhone every time it comes out, and you're leasing that because you want to get the new one when they drop it every year. So you're investing in something that you don't even own. Come on, we got to think smarter, people. Do you have to get the new iPhone every year when it comes out? Or is it okay to keep the same iPhone for a couple years until you know, feel like it's time to get a new one? Or you pay that one off. Smart choices. You know, image over investment. Which one are you doing?
But that's why minorities can't invest. That's why minorities can't have their own home. That's why minorities don't have great credit, because they keep charging their wants. And they can't afford it. Minimum payment, minimum payment, minimum payment. For stuff you did not want.
So let's just take some time to think about ways that we can save some of our money. You know, like I said, you could try layaway. Only buy things that you really love. If you don't love it, and that's one way that I stopped shopping so much, because I love to shop. When I go into a store and I look at things, if I don't absolutely love it and have to have it, I don't buy it. And buy more things that's classic, that won't go out of style so soon or so quickly. You know, a lot of these things y'all buying, y'all can only wear 1 or 2 times, and then you have to go buy something else because it's just trendy or it's just something fad. Invest in something that you can keep around and you can add other pieces to it. You know, you can mix highs and lows sometimes. You know, you might have on some expensive sneakers, you know, your jeans might not cost as much, you know, or expensive jeans and shoes and a t-shirt that's not as much. You know, like I say, swag is all about how you carry yourself and how you feel about yourself. You know, you don't always have to have on labels from top to bottom to feel good about yourself. And sometimes the people come in there, they be dressed like that, they be looking foolish anyway. You know, now if you can't afford this, like I said, if you have 2 to 3 times the amount in your bank account, that you're not struggling, by all means, do what you like and buy what you like. But this is for people who need help investing their money and saving their money because they want to do something bigger with their money, like buy a home or purchase a new car or maybe even start a business. You know, these are some things that you can do. Downsize, you know, get rid of some things. Maybe you have paying too much for your phone bill. you know, or I see ladies doing it all the time. You know, y'all hair be done, y'all nails will be done, you know, but you're struggling to put food in the refrigerator. You know, it's just, why are we so caught up in the image of things when we really don't have it? You know, you can still, and for a lady, especially women, y'all don't even have to spend a lot of money for clothes. There's so many nice things that y'all could do, and nice clothes that you can find, that you can look nice in. If you know how to dress and you know how to carry yourself, you can look good no matter what. Now, guys, it's a lot of clothes for guys that will look cheap if it's not made right, or if it's not the right fabric or material and things like that. But women, y'all have so many options. You know, you really don't have to spend a lot of money on things like that. Now, you might have things like that in your wardrobe for special occasions or things like that, but when just running around every day, you don't have to have on the most expensive outfits and looks. You know, do your own hair sometimes, you know, and you don't always have to go to the shop for it. You know, maybe plan to go to the shop once a month and keep it up the other weeks yourself. You know, this is for the people that want to invest in something. They want to buy a home. They want to do other things with their money. You know, maybe the holidays is coming up and you want to save a little more. You know, do a Christmas fund. You know, put $20 in a bank or $50 from every check in a bank and set that aside for Christmas, and you'll have enough money to get everything that you want to get. You know, we'll go out drinking and we'll spend $50 to $100 in a bar on drinks sometimes, you know, just to enjoy one night, because we want to turn up and we don't want to be the only person at the bar that's not drinking. You know, but we still need that extra money for our rent to be paid. Like, living from check to check. You know, you have to be able to invest your money and still get your necessities that you need. Now, I have a perfect example. You know, I know somebody that worked at a factory and they probably made $8 an hour versus somebody who made $16 an hour. The way they invested their money, the person that made $8 an hour, they always had money for food. They always had money. They put up a Christmas fund for Christmas gifts. So when the holidays came, they wasn't struggling trying to buy their kids Christmas gift because they put a little bit up from every paycheck. So by the time December came around, they had a couple $1,000s to spend on their Christmas gifts, when the other person spent all of their money. This is the person that made $16 an hour. Spent all their money throughout the year doing different things, shopping and buying clothes and going out to drink and going out to eat everywhere. And when Christmas time came, you still have bills to pay. You still have everything else. Don't stop just because it's Christmas. And you're struggling trying to buy the things that you want because you didn't invest throughout the year to make it easier for you when Christmas came. So it's just smart decisions that you can make that will make your life a lot easier.
Now, I'm a little, you know, I like clothes. So I was cleaning out my closet and I was like, you got 3 coats in here you didn't wear. So I made a rule. I'm not buying anything else until February. But I keep to my rate. I go into Saks when they have their half price day, and then an additional 20%, and I shop at Saks or Bloomingdale's. But I'm only going into that once a year savings day. When Barney's has their warehouse sale, I'll go. I'm not spending $600, $800 on a suit besides that. Because I do not want to work until I'm 65. So that's the image thing.
Don't spend your money right now on your dream car. Wait for a couple years and you'll be able to get the car that you want. Put some money up for your dream car. Don't rush into it. You don't have to have it now. You know, you will have it, you know, but make sure that when you get it, you don't have any financial stress or burdens because you can't really take care of it. You got to think about maintenance or insurance on cars that your favorite dream car. Like if something goes wrong with your car, can you fix it? You know, do you have the right insurance, liability insurance and full coverage and things like that? You know, make sure that you're not struggling. It's really important. A lot of people don't like to think about this, but plan for your future. You know, plan for 5 years from now, plan for 10 years from now, even plan for your death, because it's going to happen to everybody. Do you have the right insurance in place so you won't leave that burden on your family? You know, a lot of families have to put out GoFundMes and things like that to bury their family members because nobody is investing. But if you think about all the money and things that you spent while you were alive, you could have made sure that you put your own self away and you wouldn't leave that burden on your parents or your kids or, you know, your husband or your wife. Just think about things like that. Image over investment. I say investment over image. You know, this is Pillow Talk. And we're going to have more Pillow Talks because, you know, that's what we do at Triple Plug. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe because we lit, man. Triple Plug is pretty much the realest channel on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We doing our thing. All my cousins, leave a comment down below if you have any advice or anything that you can share with the rest of the fam. And I'll holler at y'all next time.